My name is Paul Long. I'm CEO and Creative Director of MBD.
I'm Andy Leake and I'm Creative Lead at MBD.
I'm Luna Beauvoir. I'm a XR creative. Not my actual job description, but it fits a whole lot nicer.
It started as an idea by one of the members of our team, Luna, who came with an idea for a short film that she wanted to make that utilised a lot of the skills that we were starting to get in-house in virtual production.
We've done a few virtual production projects, we've done a few mocap projects, but we've never really meshed the two together.
I think it is an opportunity for us to kind of consolidate a lot of ideas that have been floating around for a number of years now.
It aims to involve everybody in the company, kind of as a bit of a fun project for us in-house, something to really stretch our legs, show the world what we can do.
Voyagers is primarily a professional development project, and it allows us to explore new skills that we're developing around motion capture and virtual development.
So Voyagers is relying heavily on our Vicon motion capture system, which allows us to capture both the movements of a camera and synchronize those with a virtual background, as well as motion capture for a humanoid character.
There's also probably going to be a virtual camera handheld and then motion capture within those scenes as well. And all of this is being kind of pulled together into Unreal.
We're also going to be using Face ID sensors of iPhones so that we can get accurate facial capture data.
Whereas it used to be that we would, record something against a green screen and add the background later, we now do it the other way around, so we can create all those backgrounds and we can shoot performers in front of them in real time.
The vast majority of the film production will be in Unreal, as well as all the virtual sets being rendered in Unreal. So it's all kind of going into that pipeline.
It gives you the flexibility of a practical set with the comfort and, I guess, convenience of just using a green screen.
This is all about what's the best, quickest, and most effective way of achieving what you need to achieve in that shot.
And that just unlocks so much more in terms of creativity. We're just trying to share what we're doing, but also what the potential is of what we are doing for other people's projects.
Incorporating it, it's a paradigm shift in filmmaking that can oftentimes really work in the advantage of the filmmaker.
So for Voyagers, we're really early days. I've been pulling together a mood board and I'm just starting to do some concept art where I want it to kind of look similar to something but different enough that it's a different thing. I like to get to this point where I've kind of mentally visualized aspects of it enough that I'm practically already watching the film in my head.
I put together a concept ship interior to help Andy with his concepts. I began work on the treatment document, which is kind of like a script, stage directions, and general atmosphere and vibe.
I deep dive on something early on and start to live in that world. And then it's just a case of telling everyone else what it's like.
I think so far it's gone smoothly. We've been quite good with just allocating times and jobs and making sure that we hit that. I think the temptation along the way is always to kind of spend more time and solve more problems, and I think just keeping us on track is going to be the biggest challenge.
As with any piece of fringe technology, there's always going to be problems with it. There's always going to be the time you have to spend fixing it. But it's a fun process to fix it, and it is eventually worth it when it all comes together and meshes really, really nicely.
I think it is positive to assume that everything will go wrong, and then the only way is up. You can only impress yourself by doing everything right.
It's coming along in a good way, and the direction is becoming more refined, more together, and the opportunities to do good work are broadening.